Okay.
Whole thing, probably just
Yeah. My name is Mallory Johnson. I'm the Director of Programs at Ronald McDonald House Charities of Columbia, and I started here in January. I moved from California, actually, but I grew up in Chicago, and I've been with Ronald McDonald House since about 2018.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So what first brought you to work at Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah, so I, in college, was actually in the sorority Alpha Delta Pi, and our national philanthropy is Ronald McDonald House, so I started off as a volunteer and just kind of never went back. Really liked the mission and enjoyed the programs and the services we provide for families. So once I had the opportunity to jump in a paid and professional way, I took it and I haven't looked back.
Perfect. So who are the families that come to the house and what brings them here?
Yeah, so all of the families who receive services with us, they're actively receiving treatment at Prisma Children's Hospital here in Columbia. And that's the same across the board for all Ronald McDonald houses. So for a family to qualify to stay, they just have to be actively receiving treatment at our partner children's hospital.
And then can you describe just like a typical day here?
Yeah. So the thing with Ronald McDonald houses is no 2 days are the same. We're very flexible and adaptable to family needs, which are always evolving. But we always have volunteers here helping with the day-to-day house needs, but also cooking meals for families. We have a staff of house associates and house managers that are checking families in and just making sure they have everything that they need. And then we also have the donation side of things. So we'll sometimes have groups or volunteer corporate groups that are on site that are getting a facility tour, donating in-kind donations or monetary gifts.
And then what kinds of support do families receive while staying here?
Yeah, so our kind of cornerstone service is our free of charge overnight accommodation. So families aren't asked to pay. They're able to stay as long as they need. Free meals, free pantry items. We have laundry room services. And we try and put on seasonal and special kind of activities and events through the year.
Perfect. Right.
Yeah.
I need to just switch to
Cool. And still look at you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many families do you typically help at one time?
Yeah, so we have 16 bedrooms, and we're typically full. So usually 16 families. Then we also have a day pass program. So if we're full or if the families don't want to spend the night, they want to stay at the hospital, they'll come over here and still receive some services. So I would say anywhere between 20 to 25 families a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then can you share a moment that reminded you of like why this is so special and important?
Yeah, I think what's nice about Ronald McDonald House is it's a setting and a safe space for families who are going through the same or similar situations to kind of be together, talk about their situations, and just be in a space where everyone's understanding and not really judging of the situation because they're in the same boats themselves. A mom who I was talking to the last few weeks said it perfectly. She said it's a club that none of us want to be a part of, but a club that they've all kind of found themselves in. So I think seeing families interact is especially special.
Yeah. And how has working here changed you personally?
Yeah, I think I am thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family's health. There's no rhyme or reason sometimes when a child gets sick. And I'm thankful for my family support system. I think it's a good reminder that sometimes life gets tough, and it's really important to have a family or people around you to kind of rally and support you and kind of uplift you. So I think I don't take anything for granted.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
This one I kind of just thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a certain thing in the house that like families love the most?
Yeah, good question. You saw, I think, Alfie when you walked in, maybe. So Alfie is our live-in pet therapy dog. He's been here since he was born, and he's about to be 8 years old. And he's a staple to the house when families who maybe are coming back to stay with us, who have stayed with us in the past, they always look for Alfie right away. So I think Alfie is definitely well loved by the kids and also the parents.
Yeah, I was also going to ask about that.
Okay.
He ran up to me in the parking lot and it was...
Oh yeah, and he's been a little bit more ready to break free, which I don't know why. Yeah, he lives a great life. He gets walked twice a day from volunteers.
He just got walked, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's like in 2-hour walks every day, and he gets to explore all around Columbia. He's sweet. Yeah, he's the best.
And then what would you say to someone considering volunteering or supporting the organization?
Yeah, I'd say that each day and each sort of hour to hour as you're volunteering, you make a tangible difference, which I think is unique. And not all nonprofits or organizations you're able to volunteer and really see in real time the difference you're making. And I think that volunteers, every organization says it, but I really mean it, are essential to the mission. We couldn't do what we did or grow as an organization if we didn't have the support of volunteers every day.
Yeah. So talking about volunteering, you said there's like free meals and stuff.
Yep.
How often are they being made?
Yeah, so every day. So one thing that we're really proud of is we serve a warm meal every day, and in a perfect world, it would be volunteer groups doing that every day, because that offsets the ingredient purchasing, the meal planning, and also the staff time. But if we don't have a volunteer group, then staff do prepare that meal. So that's an opportunity, is for volunteer groups to come on site and cook a lunch or a dinner for our families who are staying here.
Perfect. And then, I mean, that's all I really had.
Okay.
Is there anything like you want to talk about that I didn't really
Oh,
know?
good question. I think what's unique, and especially if it's USC students or college students seeing this, is there's Ronald McDonald houses all across, not just the U.S., but all over the world. So maybe if you're not from here, if you're from Boston or from another city, there's likely a Ronald McDonald house close by. So I just encourage students to take a peek at your local Ronald McDonald house. Yeah, and just get out. And like I said, volunteering is essential to all nonprofit organizations. So yeah.
All right, perfect.
That's good. Yeah. Did you get everything you needed?